calendar year 2016. Congressman, let's see, Congressman Chaffetz, head of the House Oversight Committee, renewing his call for Deputy National Security Advisor Ben Rhodes to testify about the controversial Iran deal. And look, he's here. The man himself is here with us in New York City. Congressman, welcome to the program.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Now, that was a bombshell interview with the New York Times where Ben Rhodes admitted he had misled journalists and misled the public about what was going on with the Iran deal. What are you going to do about it?
Well, we offered him to come talk to Congress. One of the things he complained about is they couldn't have a rational discussion with Congress. We've invited him. I was taunted from the podium of the White House. Josh Earnest taunted us and said, well, maybe we should invite people like Senator Tom Cotton and others that have been critical of the deal. We've accommodated that, and Senator Cotton has agreed to come if Mr. Rhodes is there. And I hope that tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern we have a good, lively discussion.
So you're hoping to do this?
No.
You're not sure he'll turn up?
Look, we're going to have a hearing regardless, but he should show up. He hasn't indicated that he's not going to show up, and we should have this dialogue.
Do you think that the Iran deal still stands after all that's happened since we inked it, or whatever you call it? I mean, they've been firing off missiles, they're involved in terror. The whole deal seems to be falling to pieces, except in the mind of the president.
Look, I've made no secret that I am very much opposed to this deal, but how it was sold, the misinformation that was put out there, from my opinion, Mr. Rhodes obviously disagrees with that, but that's why you have these types of hearings, because based on this article in the New York Times Magazine, I mean, if you're in the media, you're in Congress, or you're just the public, he basically confirms, in quotes, that he has not stepped away from, that he misled all of those people.
I don't understand why he would do that.
Well,
why on earth would you tell the New York,
Well, the president has entrusted him in a very powerful position, and this article, I think, clearly lays out that he used that podium and used that position in the bowels of the White House there to mislead the American people.
10 o'clock tomorrow morning Eastern time, we'll find out.
Looking forward to it.
We are too, sir, believe me. Now, President Obama, he used his Rutgers University commencement speech to blast Donald Trump. We're going to play you a clip from that later on, but I'm sure, Congressman, you saw that Rutgers address, did you not?
He is in campaign mode 24/7, this president. That's all he wants to do. I think he's a little bit afraid of a President Trump.
Okay. Thank you very much indeed for joining us, sir.
Thank you.
Much obliged to you. All right. In our next